Go ahead and I've started the live, and we are going to share it out.
I'll be in the blue and he'll be in the red. So.
You want to share this to your Facebook real quick while we've got it up?
Then do it, because you're right there.
Oh, you motherfucker. See how they set me up? They set me up. And you've got like everything pulled up because you are a horrible person.
I am a horrible person.
And she enjoys it so much. Alright, you want me to start recording?
Yes.
Is that live right now?
Yes.
That one is, yes.
Hi, welcome to my show.
It's not your show.
It's my show right
No,
now.
it's not your show.
This is the Grimm Show. Not really.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello,
Hi,
everybody.
Brandy.
You know, we didn't keep a camera for comments, so
Oh
we
shit,
will
we
not
do
be
need a camera
seeing
for
that.
comments.
I know
What are we
technology.
gonna do?
Not have comments.
Yeah, we might not have comments. Or he's got a
Sorry,
phone.
guys.
He can go to Rotten and bring his phone up and set it down so we can read comments.
I'm not,
There are two other people. It tends to be that there's two other phones with two other people.
Yeah, I don't think about claiming other people's phones.
well, shit.
Well, shit.
Hello.
Hi, Brandy.
Yeah, go on over there. Go over there and sit down. I'm going to sit in the red chair, and you guys sit on this side so we have kind of a separation so you can do it. If you want to look right here, this is the shot I've got right now.
Okay.
And then from these sides, I'll have a shot that's on you guys, and I can digitally like squeeze anything up if I need to like through editing.
Nice, nice. Awesome, awesome.
Okay, who sit where?
Jess says hi. Constance says hi. Colby even says hi.
Hello, hello.
And Rachel Bell is here. Ben Tucker is here.
Ben. Hi, Ben. Hi, Rachel.
We want to apologize off the jump for the fact that the dog is definitely going to fuck some shit up before it's all said and done.
She is currently distracted.
We also want to apologize for any non sequiturs that exist in this interview because you know where you're at. You're here at
For
Rotten.
existing.
Michelle Evans, Bethany Ellis. What's up, punks? What's up, punks the clown? What's up,
Hi,
punks? Ooh, so.
We have some awesome people here with us, too.
Yeah, guys, we have Justin McElroy
Woo!
and Dudley,
Hi!
both from Insanitarium.
Insanitarium.
Shit.
You did it again!
It's on his shirt
Sorry.
and my shirt.
Insanitarium.
It's on my butt.
Yeah, I love when I'm like, I really love these guys. Wrong name. Insert here. Okay, anyways.
There's an
Yeah, but that's just Matt.
It's an
He's
A.
rotten.
But they asked to come out and get some an interview from us, and honestly, man, we are chomping at the bit to hear what they have to put out. Really super interested to see what they've got going down this year. So we're gonna start off by actually introducing themselves. So I'm gonna give it over to Justin for right now.
Oh man, I suck at interviews.
Let me make sure I got this everything going over here. Sorry, I suck at recording stuff, so we're even.
This feels more like an interrogation.
It's
than
definitely
to be interrogated.
What are you doing here?
I don't know how I got here. I just followed the GPS. It took me here. So, anyway, my name is Justin McElroy, McLary, however you want to pronounce it. Pretty much, I have been in the hunt industry for at least over 2 decades, and
You're all well.
thanks. Yeah.
Oh shit.
And learned a lot, and literally it's people that have come and go, seen people come and go, and everything else, and literally enjoyed every bit of it. And this is Dudley.
Hi, I'm Dudley, the dummy. Most of you that's came through the hunt probably have ridden my roller coaster of emotions, cause I make you laugh, scare your asshole, insult you, call you a dumbass, or an asshole. So, that's who I am.
So
Sounds about right.
there's the introduction to our infraggable guest we have here tonight, guys. And of course, on this side, we've got Brandy and Grim and me, as you've always seen. Now, first off, I want to preface with the fact that we've gone to Insanitorium. We've gone to Insanitarium. We love these guys. We've gone to Insanitarium
just
probably.
Just because Matt can't talk doesn't mean anything.
Yes, please pay no attention to my
Because he's
inability
right.
to communicate in English.
Pronunciation.
Yes. So in Sanitarium, we've gone probably, I think we've been like 4 or 5 times because we only discovered you guys about 6 years ago when we really got kind of into more doing the haunt reviews. Now we've been making movies for like a while, but because we love haunt so much.
It's okay. We discovered ourselves 6 years ago
Yes.
too.
Oh God, we've had a breakthrough. But we are always just amazed at what you guys pulled off out there. I remember the first year I came through, I had gone to a lot of other haunts around here, and you guys had somebody on a pulley that comes launching forward, and I remember just walking into the room in the first place and thinking, this is the most accurate representation of a Nightmare on Elm Street like set with the white sheets blowing, or even like a Hellraiser type scene. And just the scene alone, I was already like, this is a scene I wanted to see in a haunt. And then the guy comes down on the pulley, and I was like, holy shit, you don't see this in smaller level haunts. And we were like that, I was sold on it that minute on. And we've always come out there and just mired at the fucking hallways. Just the hallways with low light, how much detail there is in each one of the scenes. It almost looks like somebody hand carved the bricks in each panel of those walls. And not to mention the fact that you come into a midway, it's on a basketball court, you've got food already ready there, the line is already interactive, it looks like you're going into a house, you're in a pen. You've got a stage show, which most things don't even, they have a stage show maybe once a month, maybe twice a month. They had people that would come out of the haunt and do the like mad scientist stuff in the different shows that we saw on stage, and just blown away by it. And again, they have a gift shop that was all like independently made art. I remember I've got one of my favorite teddy bears.
Shirts that you could get there. I've got a great pair of earrings I love to have
And
there.
they would sell some of the most amazing stuff that you wouldn't be able to find anywhere else. Stuff that's like now like big Etsy type stuff. They were rocking this, 6, 7, 8, 9 years ago, dude. And they always were, what we always knew is that they were doing a big thing to help out the kids out there, and how the school was just using it for like projects to be able to raise money, to raise funds for, all kinds of stuff that they had going on, stuff that we don't have any clue about. But we knew that what you guys were doing. So I guess now that I have gone over unless you all have something to add to the Insanitorium
That
praise.
was well said.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah,
always
not that.
loved the sets and scenery. I always loved the actors out there and the energy they put into it. I loved the masks and makeups that we got to see there. Like, every bit of it was always top notch.
Not to mention
Now
that.
you love the pickle pops.
Yes, they had.
Yes.
That's another thing is that.
Love
I-
pickles.
And
And I've mentioned
Sanitarium
that to
always had like
numerous
interesting food, and it was actually like they had a cook out there. They integrated the food into the line where you were waiting to go into the haunt, which was like something you don't see a lot.
No.
Like having dual windows, to the fact that they would have different menus sometimes of like different food items that they would serve out there, to the fact that when you drove up, there were literally like hellbirds circling the building, and it looked like the scene from Ghostbusters.
Especially right there at sunset. They were
are
always all
helpers
over
because
the
you
place.
never know when one of them's going to shit in your head.
Yeah, exactly. And it like everything about Insanitarium was just well crafted. It seemed like even the scenes, they moved into the next people. I remember in your haunt, the first year we were there, we saw an item that was comparable to me to something I've seen in Meow Wolf, and I was like, what the hell is that thing? It was like this kind of furry creature with this weird head thing, and that always stood out to me to this day. The first time we went through, and I was like, the hell is that?
Is that
And-
Teddy? You talking about Teddy?
Katie.
And it was, and I was always, from the minute we came in, they have characters in there that you don't see in other haunts.
Right.
They have setups in there that you don't see in other haunts. The amount of like strategically understanding horror movies and horror genres and not wanting to be a repetitive, stagnant existence. They always blew me away by their originality. They don't replicate. You're not going to run into Michael Myers. You know, you're not going to run into Freddy Krueger. You're going to run into something that they took out of themselves and put into a scene. So you're walking into a completely new nightmare that you don't even understand. And we always, again, applaud the shit out of you for how amazing you are. So, all the praise aside, I want to go back to the beginning, and I want to know, like, give us a little bit of an ABC of how you guys got started out there at the school and when it was.
Okay, so you know, to start it out, it was, you know, it became way more than what we expected it was going to become. It was actually it was a fundraiser for the school, and it still, you know, was, you know, we were able to donate more money because a lot of the kids of the art department was basically they needed utensils and supplies and stuff like that because they were only getting what would be donated to them. So or anything like that or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
So you know, you have the, you know, ingenuity of things of like people coming together and kids of the future, you know, being creative, you know, you're architects, you know, learning stuff, you know, this is where it starts, it's art, you know.
And we always applauded you because of the fact that it seems like as you're out there, you're literally influencing these kids not only to just create art, but to take their art in a direction that they might not get from a public school setting.
That's beautiful.
Because you have this new idea that you can present to them and go, hey, you know, let your creation go wild. Don't go in a box. Find your way into the slime, you know?
Absolutely.
That idea that you can make art out of anything and also turn your art into everything.
Absolutely. And see, that's where Chris Cruz and I, you know, came together, you know, because I was working at the school as well for a little bit of time that I was there before I went into my, you know, nursing program and everything. And the funny thing is how we became friends was literally over one thing.
Shoes.
Chuck Taylor's.
Old Chucks.
Old Chucks, you know, bring people together. So basically, when we met, you know, we kind of got to talking, and you know, saw some of his work and everything else, and just amazing. He's a talented man, and a lot of people like he. You know, a lot of the masks and stuff that come out of Insanitarium is like literally made by that man himself and comes out of his mind. He's a very, very intelligent and creative person.
I'd say I've seen a lot of his. He's recently been doing YouTube tutorials.
Yes.
What is the name of that YouTube channel? It's something.
Catacomb Productions.
Okay.
So.
You guys check out Catacomb Productions. He does a lot of tutorials on different art and different compositions and stuff like that.
Does have another YouTube, but this is where I'm bad at media stuff.
Yeah.
I know he has another YouTube.
I think it's Art with Chris.
Chris, yes.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think it's Art with Chris.
Because I suck at like memory. And
Yeah,
So
we all
this
suck
just
with
means
memory.
you fit in with us
Yeah.
very
Perfectly.
well.
Perfectly.
That makes
Sorry.
you especially rotten.
All day long.
But you know, a lot of it was basically just a way to help supply them. You know, so therefore you don't have Brucken. What
Yeah,
is it?
Brucken. I've heard of them
Brucken.
before. They came out of Germany. They're good for stamping and building. I got you though, Brucken. We're moving right along.
It's actually called Create Art with Chris.
Create Art with Chris, guys. That's the other site to go to. That's where you're seeing him do a lot of his artistic stuff. But
Check it
Well,
out.
mine's gonna be create words with Justin. So
yeah,
that's what I want to do.
we're gonna be. And mine's gonna be Bell at English with me.
So, in all, you know, they had, you know, like, you know, just bare minimum of supplies. So,
Chris
at this
said
point,
it, right?
oh yeah.
Oh, hey, awesome.
They said to get the mic closer. They couldn't hear us.
Yeah, sorry. It is.
They're loud now.
Yeah, the mic is always gonna suck on my camera, so just like be a little bit louder. And it's hard for us to stay loud because we ramble a lot. Not hard for me to stay loud. I'm a loud mouth.
Very much.
Hot voices! Hot voices! Fucking loud!
So, but like, yeah. I mean, like, you know, it was it's originally started from Bark Bark.
Yeah, I guess that's interesting.
And,
I'm gonna try to deal with this bark. Hey, you know what? I'm actually gonna scoot a little bit closer, guys, and see if I can't hold the scene and get everybody in here. We might need to. Yeah, that'd be good if you want to scoot in. Sorry, guys, about this. We are not the best at making sure we have good sound.
Lots of love here.
You're right.
If you want to look at the comments for a second and address anything that's been said that you want to.
Hello, everybody that said hey.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Eric. Hello,
Everyone.
William. Hello, Jenny. Hello, Angie. Hello, Hinch is here. Hello, Drips. Hello, Colby. Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Sorry, guys, we're not.
Matt.
You
That's
can.
much better.
Hello.
Yeah, you're gonna have to hunch down right about there. Yep.
down.
And Brandy, you're gonna have to sit in. That's perfect. Okay, sorry, guys. Hopefully this will help with the sound a little bit.
Oh,
We don't know.
Okay, so like that. Thank you.
Ah, ta-da.
All right, let me slide back in here. So,
Not
anyways,
funny.
yes. So we were talking about, helping the kids out and getting them into like a little bit more of a scholastic out-of-school programs.
Absolutely.
When was it that you guys actually kind of stepped into that building and kind of decided to make it into a haunt in the first place?
It was 2011, and it was talked about in 2010 by Chris and I, and we were actually trying to, after he told me and kind of presented the idea about running a haunted attraction, and and that's when it kind of took off from there. And literally, it's done phenomenal things. Chris would be able to speak more on his end of things,
Yeah.
about how everything would came about, but because that's, like I said, that's his strictly, and he was able to educate a little bit more. I wanted to deal with more of the actors,
Mhm.
and
So what was your main role when starting it out, and while it was running, what was the main thing that you did out at the haunt? Like, if you would say that this was my department. I know that everybody runs everything at haunts because the whole family thing, I'm used to it. It takes a whole town to raise a kid, so.
Mine was not to lose my mind.
No, that's good. That's good.
Literally, I was the, and I still am. I don't know why I'm saying I as a reference to in the past, because it's still,
whoa,
but
yeah, don't
the actor coordinator and everything else, and we learned to grow together, and that's when you establish, just relationships, and you start learning. I love the aspects of learning people and learning personalities and finding out truth. Like find out what's really behind closed doors that they could never open up because people say they listen, but they don't really listen.
Yeah.
And that's what came about. And over the years, yes, we've had kids get involved, but these kids have also grown into adults as well. And then it started becoming bigger and started reaching out to the community. So it's not a school function. It's not associated with the school.
Yeah.
It's meant to actually be able to just be a supportive donation, because we want to support art supplies. We want to be able to give the kids of the future that ability to be able to be creative and stuff like that. And Chris has done a phenomenal job as far as being able to expand things, such as the special effects class.
Yeah.
The only one in Alabama.
Yeah.
And it's like 1 of 5 in the U.S.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
That is
So,
awesome.
and
Wow.
just kind of reach out and really teach kids at a different area, like that could benefit them later on, and more of the creative aspect of doing. I don't want to speak for this, and I could be wrong, but
Yeah.
like Universal Studios type stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Being able to open up doors for possibilities, basically. So, and he's just done a wonderful job, and he's been the one that's been doing the research and pursuing on that. As far as myself, is like I enjoy personal relationship with basically learning and getting close to creating a family. My background, my history, my life comes from I don't have tombstones and stuff all over my arms just for a a reference to not what I've been through. Literally, a lot of my family has passed away over the years, and I literally have pretty much my mother and my wife, and you know, that's pretty much left in my life, you know.
Yeah.
And
Well, let me ask you this:
Mhm.
with the haunt, when it first started out, like, and you had a great relationship going with everybody out there that did the building, and you were, and correct me if I'm wrong, you were funding to get a new floor put in. I heard something along these lines back in the day, in the basketball court. Am I right about that?
That's what I mean. Your guess is as good as
Okay,
ours
that's
at
fair,
this
that's
point.
fair.
We helped implement and actually put back, you know, like raising money and helping to restore the building because it is made in 1937.
Yeah.
So and you know they took however they spent the money to help restore that building. That was up to them. We didn't tell them how to do it. I mean, that's their building, you know, and that was okay with us. I mean, but at the same time, you know, they helped restore the building, and then that money that the concrete pad outside.
Yeah.
We helped put the concrete pad out there. We helped do the gym floor. That's
The
pretty
gym
much
floor, painting the walls, restoring the walls,
the awnings.
awnings.
Yeah, see, I knew you guys had a lot of hand in getting that building up to like even code, let's say.
Pretty much.
But okay, so let's get a little bit into the meat and potatoes here, because this is what every single person in the world wants to know about Insanitarium is, you know, of course we had COVID, right? COVID was a big thing. It shut down a lot of stuff. But what happened to the Insanitarium? Like, I know that a lot of haunts did go on through, not a lot of haunts closer to Jefferson County and stuff. Jefferson County had a lot of like heavy rules, which is good and bad. You know, we're neither pro or, you know, we're Switzerland when it comes to that.
Yes.
We want everybody to be safe. We want everybody to be protected, and that's the most important thing.
Absolutely.
But after the fact, like, you know, it just seems like it didn't happen, and now we're hearing, you know, Insanatorium's not opening this year, and we're suddenly hearing that Insanitarium is opening, but
Right.
you guys are going to be in a different position. So, like, what really happened to move you guys from being out there to now being in Argo, Alabama, located right off Highway 11, down from the Argo exit? You can take either the Deerfoot exit or the Argo exit. It is off to the side after you pass the little church on the building on the side there where the animal clinic is.
What got us there was pretty much, you know, just the logical facts and statement and everything. We were told back on January 14th, you know, that they wanted to do more one-day events at that location. And just to give clarity, this is not, you know, a punchline or anything like that, but it's pretty much an explanation of, so therefore people do understand that it's not something we're trying to slap together. You know, we're not trying to slap together something really quick, because that's not what we do. Yes, in the past we have done, a lot of people don't realize what we've done in the past as far as 90 days of building, and then 21 days. We had 21 days to break down all that home. So yeah, that was a lot of stress on our guys, and a lot of, you know, so. But
So you're talking about a month and a half to put it up,
No.
and
Well,
about a month and a half.
yeah, maybe.
Yeah, and then about half a month to take it back down.
not even half a
90
month.
Like,
days.
Good
like
God.
June.
90 days is 3 months. to
Yeah.
put it up.
Okay, so you got
I think we started around June, end of June, July.
so you put roughly 3 months into working it up,
All the
and
way
then they
up.
give you less than
Opening
half
night,
of
we're
a
still
month
building
to
shit.
tear it down, so they can use the area that you are literally renovating for them to get up to code, so they can use the area that you're renovating for them that you have to break down for, so they can use. Seems generally.
It's general, like however they want to use it. I mean, that's something that will always be a mystery to us. I mean, so
And that's
but
the truth.
literally, but yeah, I mean, it's just.
We're
it's
not
how
going
you
to
think
say
of it.
Masons. We're not going to say the word. But we, you know, Masons. Anyway.
But it's literally it was that was the general thing of pretty much it was is 3 months put up, and we have an awesome team that a lot and we shift over the years, and like Insanitarium family just like really just came together and put that together. They took the time, they took the effort. Each one of them put hard work into the effort. I can't express that much. Or it can't put into words. I can't put it into words, honestly.
So
But,
let's get
Okay.
a timeline established here. COVID happened.
yes,
Insanitarium shut down.
yes.
Okay. After COVID, Insanitarium opens back up in the same building.
Mm-hmm.
So why
Why? Because the fact that we were literally, and this is just straight facts, we were told that we were not wanted there anymore, and that was the thing about it, and we could understand why, but it was not like honestly, we don't have an explanation why. It was just like we don't understand. We couldn't get the answers. It was kind of getting thrown around, trying to find answers. Everything became suggested, And
So let me ask you this, and I'll address the audience on this particular note. You remember back when you were in school and you were the weird kid? And you remember whenever it was weird time and everybody was like, hey, if you want all the good information, go lean on the weird kid. And then you get suddenly all these people want to know you, they're your best friend, they're your buddy, because they want the insider info from the weird guy because it's weird time. But then when weird time's over, you kind of feel like, well, where'd everybody go? You felt like you were used as a grip or a tool. You become a screwdriver for a temporary fix, and then you're forgotten about.
And then you become the scapegoat.
And so I wonder if, like, and again, we here at Rotten do not want to slander anybody. I'm sure the school had its own ideas of where it wanted to be at. It just really sucks that they have to tear down this family to get to that point.
And they should also have to
see-
give you
Can I
a
say
legitimate
something?
Yeah,
reason.
please.
So it wasn't a school.
I keep saying school. I'm so sorry.
It's a community center.
Community
Was it
center.
Community?
Yes, that's my fault, guys. I'm retard-ish. So,
And apparently we're not part of the community.
well, I would say you're a huge part of the community
Yes,
personally, and I would say you're
definitely.
almost
And
are
you've
the
done
community.
a lot for that
So
community
much.
as well.
I think that, and honestly, in my opinion, I think older people don't understand that the necessity for fear actually equates the idea of like how you move forward in your own.
Well, that's because they
Existence.
still choose to get their dosage of fear from the news.
Yeah. See, if you get your fear from a haunt, if you go through a haunt, me personally, I believe that it makes you more acutely aware of these things. It makes you more acutely prepared for being in any situation. And the endorphins that you get from fear actually fight depression. It's a proven fact that if you can get that explosion of exertion out of your system, that you have elation in it, you start feeding yourself with endorphins, you get the serotonin that you love so much, and that is actually like having, and this is what all haunts bring.
And
They
the
are
more-
therapists, for the love of God.
The more things
Yes.
you can experience, the more things you feel, it opens up new pathways in your brain that were previously unused.
And so, of course, I don't want to keep picking at the scab,
No,
but
go for it.
like I don't. Again, I understand what they're saying, man, but it kind of pisses me off. I had a little bit of a privy to the understanding of what was going on. A lot of people kind of had an idea of what the hell was going on,
Yeah.
but what you're telling us basically is that you refurbished a building,
Mm-hmm.
and then they were like, "Thank you for your service."
They accepted your
I
help,
think
but
they
Was
then
it a
told you
thank
to
you?
move
No,
on.
thank you. They were just like,
Yeah.
"Get the hell out of here."
No, thank you for your service. Go
We
away.
got what we needed. Get out.
This is where we are confused, and like we didn't want to we didn't want to give the wrong representation of like like we didn't know what we were doing. We were trying to get answers, and when you have answers going in and out,
Yeah.
and I'm a very analytical person. I'm a very person of facts and logic, you know. And if it's right in front of me, and you can just tell me yes or no, don't put the maybe in there.
No kidding.
Then I know the answer. You know, is I love definitive things, but
Well, apparently even Urza's mad about this.
Yeah, our dog is very.
So, but all in all, it's just that's where yes, I know, right?
Get down.
She says it's not fair.
Stop. But all in all, it's just like one of those things where, yeah, we will never have that answer. We just only have the answer, and this is the way I kind of put it. I kind of put it to our guys, put it to all of us, and put it to myself actually. Try to think, I understand that there's no real answers in the world. There's only solutions until somebody comes up with a better solution.
Indeed. And normally when it comes to any kind of governmental association, the guy that makes the most money or has the best sell pitch for the most money is going to win that award. It never fails.
Absolutely.
Let me also say this to the community at large and tell you that we are all haunt people. All right, guys? If you want to hurt our feelings, you're really going to have to try pretty hard. Our world is in absolutes. And I hate to sound like a serial killer, but this is blood. This is absolute. We know what absolution is. We have dealt with things that you will never, ever see in your life as flippant as changing the channel on the TV. There is so often that a lot of people deal with haunted house peoples with very silken gloves. Because they're like either A, we don't want to set these guys off because, we just want good press, or B, these guys might be serial killers. Neither one of those things is true. The reason that we love horror is because we're in the middle of this well, I don't speak for this guy at all. I'm kind of nervous currently right now and making sure I gauge my questions correctly. He's been cracking his knuckles over there.
Make sure you say insanitarium correctly.
Yes, exactly. I'm probably gonna, when the camera's off, gonna get my ass kicked. But
Hey,
anyways,
I'm just impressed that y'all managed to get him to say it correctly. I've been trying for years.
she tries a lot of things that she doesn't get me to do. Right? But we just know that, guys. Most of us have really thick skin. I know that there are still some people out there that are like, oh, woe is me, the sky is falling, and I'm not shitting black velvet and fucking bats today, and I've got to take my Alka-Seltzer from me belly. But we're not those people. And at Rotten, we're definitely not those people. We talk more shit about ourselves than anybody can. Because we suck. I mean, look at this interview.
Yeah, I mean...
They kick ass, though. That's why we're wearing the shirts right now. But, so, I mean, like, where does that put you after the fact? Okay, let's say, here we are. Hey, guys, you can't do this anymore. You've now got to tell a ton of actors and a ton of people that have supported you this whole time, unbeknownst to me and out of our control, this will no longer be.
Yes, so this is what happens pretty much at this point. We end up having to get everything going, and this is where we get the clarity of things, to let people know that we're not trying to, like I said, put things on so quickly or anything like that. We're trying to make people understand that this is a little bit of clarity of we wanted to get things together. We're trying to, what's the word? Help me.
Fundraising.
Yes,
Yeah.
fundraiser. It's basically a fundraiser to help with what we had to do, because during our move day, which was August 28th, by the way, and it was all done in one day.
Okay, you moved the whole entire extremely intricately programmed out haunt in a single day. And so you had 1,000 guys come in with 1,000 trucks. You got everything on these trucks, and somewhere...
We had robots. We had robots.
So you had robots come in
Yes,
with full Mack trucks.
Yes.
And all of your props and all of your stuff got left in an undisclosed location, safe out of harm's way, so you could use it in the future.
With laser beams.
With laser beams. That's what happened.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Good.
So, yeah, nobody was harmed in this. Nobody gave blood. Nobody
Bullshit.
was... Nobody...
So when you go out there to clean it out in a day, how much of your shit did you lose?
Oh, my gosh. So...
This dog loves the attention. I'm so
She's
sorry.
very determined to be a brat tonight.
She's
Always
on the
gotta be
new
on
answers
camera.
too.
Literally, the amounts of stuff that we lost was a ton. I would say it's pricey. I won't put a price out there, but
But you'd say upper hundreds of, or 200s of, or maybe
Yeah, just itemize things. Like, yeah, I mean,
not to mention the unimaginable amount of cost that it would be for original art.
original art. See, that's the thing that gets me the most, is the sentimental value of things. The sentimental value of things that we can never replace. That was garbage to them. It's like, I think everybody can agree in a haunt community, like like with Arts and with Nightmare, with Hillbilly,
Haunted Chicken House.
Haunted Chicken- I think we all can agree. What's one man's garbage is our treasure.
Oh, yeah.
At this point,
Definitely.
literally, that's just what.
That's what I was
So
like,
there's
yeah.
things that we cannot recoup, and it's one of those things. I myself, as a person of a sentimental, if you give me a sentimental thing, and you tell me to guard it with my life, I'm gonna do it, because if it means something to you, it means something to me.
Yeah.
And that's the value of things. So yeah. With all the sides and the robotic features and
Yeah, right.
the lasers and all
The
that
lasers,
stuff.
yeah.
Like literally, it was heartbreaking to see everybody out there moving, and Insanitarium was getting out there, as much as the Insanitarium family was getting out there and moving things left and right. And they were exhausted, they were tired, sweating, and this was done in one day. And then here comes the planning to not let anybody down. So it's like, what are we going to do for this year? Well, we got to come up with something. So at this point, and this is where we are wanting to lean on support with, the community, the haunt, because that's the thing, is like, we want to, because the haunt community and everything else, we all do it for the same love. We
Yeah.
do it, and it becomes one giant family if you kind of think about it. Even if you don't, yeah.
Well,
cousins.
I'll even tell you this, and I would love to say that I hate referencing other haunts while we talk about you, but Hellbilly Hollow has a sign out in front of theirs that has Insanatorium pointing in the direction that you were in Sanitarium. Fucking shit, I
You're almost
finally
there,
did
you're
it.
almost there.
Son of a bitch, we were so close. But pointing in the direction of the map, location of you, and how far away you are. I hear whispers of you at every haunt we go to. Everywhere we go, we hear Insanitarium, not Thorium. Everywhere we go. We already know that you guys are a part of the circle of haunts that we have always aspired to keep in touch with, because of the fact that, and I'm not going to lie, and we're not going to dwell on the topic a lot because I hate talking about it, but there are a lot of individualist haunts out there that believe that the only way you can send out a haunt is to say fuck another haunt, which is not true. If you close down every haunt in Alabama and you had one left, you think you're going to make all the money from the haunts? No, nobody's going to want to go to haunts anymore. There was a reason the other haunts shut down. They shut down because the interest went away. You're not going to win the amount of money when the amount of money no longer cares about what you've got going on. And the feeling at every haunt should be connected to that inner workings, because it's no different than if I work at Buffalo Wild Wings over here and there's a Buffalo Wild Wings in Pell City, and I run out of something, I got it to back me up over there. That I've got people to always back us up, and we've got people to back you up. So, I'm thinking what this comes down to right now is that a lot of you cats are missing Insanitarium. A lot of you cats are trying to figure out what happened to Insanitarium. You want to go, you want to see, you want to play with them again. Well, that's what this is all about, okay? Because they have now set up a new location, and what they're going to be doing is trying to crowdsource to raise money in order to build a building that they'll be opening next year, if I'm not
Yes,
mistaken.
we're working on 2022. We got things in plan, and and I commend. I do want to say this, and I do commend like all the haunts that are up and running, and beating, like, pretty much just staying alive throughout this whole difficult process of like confusion and stuff with like a virus that we have no clue about, and that everybody has their opinion about it, which is fine, which we will never have answers to as well. We'll just keep living. That's all you can do,
I
right?
mean, and
So-
it seems like you just came from a time where, we've got a virus that we don't have answers to. We're getting moved out of a house that we don't have answers to. You have people around you getting sick. that you don't have answers to. You yourself have went through some serious health issues
Absolutely.
that you still don't have answers to. And it seems like you're still, even at this point, seeking out to give answers to people while you have none, which is extremely commendable. That you still concern yourself with other people knowing what's going on, with your actors knowing what's going on, while you sit in a world of chaos of unknowing.
And one thing I've learned, Matt, when you care about something and you care about people and you treat them the way you want to be treated, and you implement that, you care for them, you fight like hell for them.
That's awesome.
And that is always going to be my mentality. Like, it's literally, you fight like hell. Don't back down. You know, the reason why we have bullies is because nobody will stand up.
Yeah.
So, and if we can teach everybody to stand up and rise, you know, and that's why I'm commending these haunts, like, for standing up and, you know, not letting things get them down and get in the way, and going forward with your business, you know, because the thing is, it's not defined as a business. We have to define it as, like, getting into that as a business, but literally, it's a family.
Yeah.
And it does, and like you going back to what you said about, you know, basically each individual haunt has a different way. It doesn't matter. We all have the same love for the same year, same things. So it doesn't matter if you do gore over here. You know, may not be somebody else is partaking another haunt, but it does not matter because we all have the same thing, the same passion. Passion is that word. And so, literally, that's where I am, you know, just 100% on board of, like, you know, unity. Unity is a key, you know, and to pull together as one, and, you know, like I said, when you fight, and this is something we all love to do. We all love to do this, and we fight like hell for it. And, you know, you fight for each other. Just like, you know, if Hellbilly Hotto asked for help, we would be like, yes, we got
Come
it. You
together,
know?
support each other, grow together.
And I can guarantee you, immediately off the top of my head, that both Hellbilly Hollow and the Haunted Chicken House, they're actually sponsors. But nevertheless, that one of the big things that we did coming into those haunts and being so involved with them is being like, look, it's not about us at Rotten, it's about you at the haunts, because without you, we don't have anything fun to do.
Exactly.
And I can't go to one haunt over and over and over and over again and get the same thrill of going to a haunt every single day in October.
Right.
I don't get that same amazing feeling of the span of the artistic value that comes out of each and every one of these individual haunts, and how much work they put into what they do. You know, some people go to haunts and they're like, oh, I want the boogity. And they get the boogity. That's good. Some people go to haunts and they want to see the atmosphere. They want to meet people. They want to be in public. And they get that. When I go to haunts, I am looking to watch a freaking movie. It's an interactive movie. You can go on Netflix and you won't get the same thrills. You go to a haunt, and every minute you're in a haunt, even when you're sitting in a line, think about it. You are in your own little movie for that time. Netflix ain't got nothing on what a haunt can do to your mentality and how much it can move you into like this amazing realm of imagination and freedom and acceptance.
We become the movie.
We become the movie.
Yeah.
Right.
And the fact that haunts are family is another connection. Every time you go to a haunt, you should walk out there and go like, man, the love in this place is ridiculous, but I still want to pee myself.
So, Eric said, sounds like we need to start a haunt association.
We did start something, and this is something that Alabama Haunters Alliance. That's something that has Chris and I, and you know, and then Nightmare, Hellbilly Hollow,
Yeah.
Arx Mortis,
Jam.
Doomsday, like literally,
Jeremy,
yeah. We have this that we were trying to all come together, but the problem is like.
There's always something.
There's always
I completely
something, yeah.
understand. And there's always going to be, okay, Marxism, because of, you know, Funny Farm, there's always going to be a Napoleon.
Yeah.
Regardless who Napoleon was, things fell apart and things happened.
Yeah.
Now, let me tell you this, guys. We have always, at Rotten Reviews, wanted to be a linchpin So I'm going from Hellbilly Hollow, and they're asking me for everybody that's got a poster to bring a poster to me, and I'll put it up at Hellbilly Hollow. Haunted Chicken House is saying, hey, get me posters from people. We'll put posters up. They want to share. Tim wants to start going where he picks 3 actors and trades 3 actors back and forth so the actors get different experiences and different haunts on the night. And we actually create that as a symbiotic relationship between every existence in this market. Now, is it going to be complicated? Hell yeah, it's going to be complicated. Are we all psychopathic, emotional retards? Sorry for saying that. I mean, honestly, like dumb people.
We get it.
We are dumb. So there are going to be problems. There are always going to be these downfalls, which you fall into a pit. But in the end, no matter what, in the end, it's about the love of the art of fear. And that brings everybody together. There is nothing that'll make you hug closer to somebody than being afraid. There's nothing that makes you need that fucking sidekick than being afraid. There's nothing that made you want to have a group of friends than fear. And that's what the whole community sells on. Fear is a connector no matter what that fear is. We come together under fear. So, what we're asking you guys to do, and I'm going to let him pitch where they're going to be at in the days of the month, when they're going to be open. We want you guys to come down. Now, it's not going to be a haunted house walkthrough.
No. To give you guys a little basis behind what's going on, is pretty much during the daytime, it could be all ages. You know, nothing scary is going to go on or anything like that. And that's going to be 10 to 3. You know, basically it's kind of, I guess, I don't know how lame this may sound, fall festival, but it's not really.
Penny Carnival.
Yeah. And then at night we're doing a flip. It's a complete 180 flip where we change everything. It becomes a creepy carnival type deal. You'll see the transformation. So what would be like, just kind of give you guys like maybe a game or something like that. Yes, there'll be games and stuff that you can play.
Nice.
So what would be maybe ring toss during the day, could be a head toss at night.
Nice.
So like literally we just go to the dark humor of the aspect of things. So the dates that we're going to be open is October 16th, 23rd, 30th, 31st, 7 to 10 p.m. Oh, God, I'm dyslexic.
Dude, don't tell me I keep saying this wrong. It's on my fucking shirt. It's literally right here.
10 to 3 p.m. if you want to bring your kiddos, and and then after that, we suggest honestly 7 to 11. If you are, be conscientious. We always say PG-13 kind of, because of just the crude humor that we may throw into the games and stuff.
Well, let's say this.
Okay.
There's a very good chance that this unedited live version is probably going to be pretty well selling on the rating that we go for. I don't think anybody that's not going to want a PG-13 is even going to see this live, so I don't think you have to worry about that part.
Okay. So, and the tickets will be $5 admission, and literally that would give you 5 free tickets to start off with. And we are working currently, and please excuse this because everything has been going so quickly for us. We, a whole insanitarium family are just trying to put things together and trying to give people that atmosphere, because we all agreed that we all like to lay our heads down and make sure that people got entertainment and not ripped off.
Yeah.
That is the number one quality that we want to make sure of. So when we come up with bundle prizes, we want to make sure that you're getting the entertainment and not leave there and go, man, I feel like a hooker.
So what I'm hearing here is that you've got a low admission, maybe $5 for admission, but if you want to, and knowing that this money goes 100% to getting this insanitarium back off of the ground, that you could donate whatever amount you felt like you wanted to help out. And I'm sure that if there were any haunts out there that wanted to donate some tickets or anything along those lines, that you guys would probably have, like, say, a raffle that you could buy a ticket for, and then people could win tickets for the later seasons to go to other haunts from you guys.
See, I hadn't even had time to really think of like that, but that's there you go, Matt. I mean, like something like that. But
So,
Basically, like we've talked about, it's $5 admission, and then how many ever tickets more you want per dollar. We've also talked about.
I got one thing, and I definitely want everybody to. Here's one thing that we want to do. Like, if anybody donates and they want to donate more, we're putting 2 of our walls, like our original walls, out there.
Where else going with it?
Oh, nice.
Okay, good. So literally, we are putting 2 of our walls together out there, and people that donate, we want them to sign these walls.
Nice.
So therefore, each person that donates, we're putting it up in our haunt,
Oh, that's
our new
great,
building,
dude.
to say thank you and appreciation and show supportiveness, and that wall will be off forever, like in our new
So
building.
here we go, guys. I'm gonna take a leap. I'm just gonna jump on this right now. So what you're saying here is you're gonna have a giant wall full of names, and you're gonna let somebody throw a dart at it to pick a winner for somebody to win a raffle, right?
I didn't think about that either, but
Taking notes. Like your thought
See,
process.
all right. So, but yeah, like it's gonna be two of our 8-foot walls and everything else.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that we use, and we want people, and we're gonna put lights on it, so anybody that comes through next year when we have the building, or the years after that, they will see these names that will
is
be
awesome, dude.
It's like Han Solo'd in at this point, and just literally.
So you heard that, guys. They're gonna freeze you in carbonite and put you in the haunted house.
Exactly. That's what I heard.
So you can come through, and each year you want to come through and just look. Your name will be like, you can be, and also be a reminder to us, and go, these are the people that got us started.
Every time that they walk in the haunt, they get to look at that wall and go, "Thank you."
Absolutely, and that's what we're going to do it for. It's a sentimental, like I said, we're very sentimental people, and we care for the haunt community. We care for things. Things not always go the best way, but the way we want it. But at the same time, doesn't mean you stop trying, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So let's go one more time over the times and the dates. Actually, why don't do you know how the actual address of where you guys are at?
Yeah.
I know I had it at one point, but I can't remember what it was.
The address will be at 8433. It's Trustful, Alabama, the address, but it sits between.
We don't have a post office.
Okay, good. See, I'm learning this. I'm gonna have to take lessons here. Trustful, Alabama, 35173.
8433 Gaston Highway, Trussville, Alabama.
That's the part that I forgot to left out. Left out.
8433 Gaddison Highway.
Correct.
And that is Trussville, Alabama, 35173. Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Gadsden Highway is also Highway 11.
Also known as Highway 11. So,
Correct.
to all of our people that are literally right here in town that know us because we have talked to you at the gas station, it is a haunt right down the road from you. It is right there, and like when you look at a radius of haunts, they are in a blip that starts to fill that bubble, where these bubbles are all touching now. They're not close enough that they're like within 20 to 30 miles of each other, but they're all starting to get to that point where they could just go, hey, after you get done with the haunt, you flip the ticket over, and on the back of my ticket, it's a $5 coupon to go to Hellbilly Hollow for $5 off. And on the back of Hellbilly Hollow tickets, it says $5 off the Insanitarium. And you guys have this kind of like haunt tour that exists where you go to this haunt, you go to this haunt, you go to this haunt.
I love it.
And we
I
have,
think that would be awesome.
and the thing is like we're wanting to do more. We get to do
Yes.
more now. We're wanting to even do like a little pumpkin patch thing.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
We're running free. It's kind of like Braveheart on the land
That's
now,
awesome.
so it's like freedom, like going crazy. But at the same time, it's very stressful, especially this year, because we do have a bleeding boat, but it's not sinking.
Well, all I know is that you might be losing water, but you're not losing faith.
No.
You might be treading, but you're not sinking.
Absolutely.
And that's, again, another reason why we're doing this live, guys, is to reach out to you guys and say, hey, even the people that aren't on here, share it out, let them know.
Yes.
Everybody has been asking about them. Everybody's been asking where they're at. They all love these guys. Now we're looking to you guys to kind of help us get them back to where they need to be. So, again, 16th, 23rd, 30th and 31st. They will be open on 8344 Gadsden Highway, Trussville, Alabama, 35173. That's the Insanitarium. See how I said all that stuff wrong? Holy crap.
Way to go, man.
But
so, did you cover the hours of operation? Because y'all have
yes,
two different
he
things
said that,
going on,
there are
right?
going to be kids' days between 10 and 3 o'clock.
Yeah, every
And
day,
that-
10 to 3,
And then at night it's
7 to 11.
7 to 11. So, guys, we're going to wrap it up here. We hope we've given you some information and some insight into what's going on within Sanitarium. Dude, give this guy some love. Give Dudley some love. If y'all aren't following them, if you're not following Insanitarium, go give the site a like. Go give them a like. Guys, across the board. I know you're on TikTok now as well.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't know how to run that shit.
We are slowly but surely teaching him how to do the TikTok. The table is on the run. But from all of us here at Rotten, including our members that are not here, guys, from the bottom of the hearts, we wish you the damn best, and we will do anything we can to help you out.
Yes.
And I know any of the haunts that we work with
Where's
are
that?
going to be here to help you guys out any kind of way they can. And we want to thank you guys for being here. Now, I want to give him a kind of a final word to say bye to everybody if Urza stop trying to steal the frickin' spotlight. But, Justin, what do you say to everybody that's been coming out to the Insanitarium forever, and people that are looking for you right now, and people that, what do you say to them, man?
It's really kind of short and sweet, and tell them, like, you know, what I'm saying to you guys is thank you for all the support and all the years to giving us the energy, you know, and I definitely want to thank everybody that has come through and supported and just love what we do and appreciate and show appreciation to our family and show appreciation toward other haunt families, and because we're all collective one, and just thank you, and we would like to continue to help, and we are going to continue to help and support and do what we do best, and that is love the season of Halloween.
And us from Rotten want to tell you the same thing that literally everybody out there is thinking, and that's thank you for giving us all those years of frights from out where you were at before. And we fucking look so forward to many more years of your new existence, and we could not be happy enough to know that you guys are on your way back up top.
Thank you.
Yes.
And thank you, Rodden, for
It's what we do, man. This is
being
a
rotten.
completely new thing for us to do a live interview, but fuck it, you know what? We struggled through it. We pulled it off. But guys, as always, you know, we're about to wrap it up. I'll go back and look at the comments. If there's any questions that were asked that weren't addressed, we'll try to address those after the fact. But we'll leave you with what we leave you. Hold on, let me get Brandy back in here. Hey, Brandy,
I'm coming.
it's time to sign this feller off. Unless y'all are good on the information you got out.
You good? You want to say something?
We're back!
We're back! And guys, as always, stay rotten.
Stay rotten.
Stay rotten.
Hey, Rodden.
And we will see you later.